On top of a mountain, a lot of mountain goats are mining, when Tai Lung appears and obliterates the mountain. In the interim, Po is fending off a shrewd stingray, and whenever he's finished, Shifu requests that he talk. However, Po simply needs to stick around and mess around with the creatures of the valley. Shifu at long last gets Po to talk, and on the moves toward the Jade Royal residence, he tells Po, who is holding Oogways' staff, to track down a replacement as the mythical beast champion, much to Po's inconvenience. The next day, Po and Shifu observe each of the 5 applicants perform. However, Po battles to pick one and passes on it to his finger to choose, of which in the end picks him, much to Shifus' outrage. Po strolls back to the castle to find somebody sneaking in and endeavoring to take things. Po and the fox named Zhen fight one another, and Po overcomes her, sending her to jail. Afterward, Po knows about Tai Lung's return and goes to visit Zhen, who provided him some insight before. In the jail, Zhen lets him know that Tai Lung isn't back, yet is all things considered, crafted by a detestable sorceress shapeshifter called the Chameleon. Po needs to bring her down alone. However, Zhen says assuming that he will overcome her, he'll require her assistance. Po and Zhen head off to Juniper City, to the town's fervor, but both of Po's fathers, Ping and Li, stress over him and before long pursue him. Po and Zhen enter an eatery and obliterate the spot, as Zhen takes a stab at cheating them out of mahjong tiles. However, the team rapidly escape with the chief, who directs the boat, yet in addition drinks a great deal. On the boat, Po has a dream of what the chameleon needs, and the couple show up at Juniper City. In the roads, Po discovers that Zhen is a needed criminal and the police pursue them. However, they figure out how to disappear to the Cave of Cheats, where Zhen accommodates with Han, who took her in when she was more youthful. The following day, Po and Zhen departure to the sanctuary of the chameleon and go in. The chameleon catches Po in an enclosure, and Zhen takes the staff and gives it to the chameleon, uncovering she has been working for her the whole time. The chameleon lets him know that her actual energy is kung fu, yet was turned somewhere around each preparing place, since she was too little and settled on magic all things considered. Po attempts to get away, yet can't break the enclosure, so he obliterates the ground and falls into a pit of watchmen. Notwithstanding, Po returns and requests that Zhen give him back the staff. However, it is the chameleon in mask, and she hurls him off the precipice. The chameleon utilizes the staff to accumulate all the power from all the kung fu bosses of the past. Zhen acknowledges what she had done and goes to track down Po. Po converses with his fathers about change, and they let him know that change isn't generally something terrible. Po becomes supported by this and returns to stop the chameleon, yet Zhen doesn't believe that he should wind up dead and attempts to stop. After this, Zhen returns to the Nook of Hoodlums and urges them to help her lost the chameleon and save Po's life. Back in the room of the sanctuary, Po lets Tai Lung know that he lost the staff of astuteness, which causes him to lose more confidence in Po. The chameleon and Po battle one another, yet the chameleon utilizes the force of the bosses to invigorate her more, before she changes into every one of the experts in one, which extraordinarily astonishes Po. Zhen attempts to reach out, however winds up falling with the rubble. The chameleon changes into Po, and the genuine Po slaps the fanciful one's butt. The chameleon catches him in one more enclosure, yet Zhen utilizes the move Po had shown her before to overcome the chameleon and give the kung fu anti-heroes their powers. Po utilizes the staff of shrewdness to send every one of the lowlifes back through the entryway, into the soul domain. Back at the Jade Royal residence, Po lets Shifu know that he has picked Zhen as his replacement, which makes Shifu let out his tea, and he goes to the tree to contemplate each of his anxieties away. Zhen doesn't completely accept that she can be, however Po gets the enraged 5 to